It's almost like a theater performance, isn't it? Like he's just telling a story, and I'm just again just blown away by this being. Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm really excited. We're gonna check out the second part of Ren's The Tale of Jenny and Screech trilogy today. Screech's Tale. I'm really excited to get into it. If you're new here to the channel, my name is Manon. I'm a filmmaker. I am a writer-director, and I've worked on a bunch of short films. I'm working on my first feature film, and I live in Los Angeles and have been sort of working my way through the industry here, which has been really interesting, to say the least. On this channel, we talk about music videos. We talk about the cinematic and videographic elements of them, and have just been having a lot of fun with that, and especially with Ren. So I'm really excited to check out the second part. Feel free to join us in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, things I've missed, things you're enjoying. Let me know what your favorite video of Ren's is. We're also on Discord if you want to hang out a bit more. So join the community over there. You can find all of that information in the description below. Without further ado, though, let's get into part 2 of the trilogy, Screech's Tale.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away. Hey, babe, are you in? No, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch, for fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching.
Wow. Again, like I'm completely sucked in. Normally I pause it after like a minute. It's almost like a theater performance, isn't it? Like he's just telling a story, and I'm just again just blown away by this being live, right? He's recording it live. It's a one take, one shot situation where Samuel with the camera is just following him. Really impressive. Again, beautiful lights here from this alley. It might be close to the other alley where this was shot. It looks very similar. Again, beautiful street art. This all feels a little bit more warm toned. I think they toned this in the color grade in post-production. They made it a little bit more yellow toned than the other one. I also think that it was definitely a little darker in this alley because it's a little less easy to see him. He's a bit, enshrouded in the dark, which makes sense because he's telling the story of the villain now, right? And I love that he has a different coat on now too, with the star, really stands out, yet still really blends in with his environment too. And the knocking on the guitar, that was very cool. Loved all of the really colorful stuff in the background. And it's just so visually intriguing and the way that he's performing and then he takes out his phone, which was so unexpected too. It that's what made it so theatrical to me. And again, like there's so much emoting going on. He is a great performer. And yeah, I feel so drawn in. Wonderful. There are some beautiful shots here also. It's like, even though, I know that they go in sort of guerrilla style, they don't necessarily get permission to shoot at these places, yet they're still really able to make the most of their environment and the lights that they have because unlike High Ren, where they did have some lights, I doubt that they placed lights in these alleyways. So they're just using the light that the environment provides. And so these are really dark shots. Like they're so dark that we can barely even see his hands here. The guitar is almost fully obscured. Yet what we do have is he's beautifully lit by a light that's coming from up here somewhere. And that gives him this beautiful sort of silhouette and this beautiful outline. And it's almost a little bit angelic in a way. Yeah, those would be the lights that I'm talking about. Like these are just casting an ever so slight glow on him. And there must be some really almost reddish lights in the back here. This is really quite red. And it's possible that the light that they worked with was this red, or it was a more yellow toned light that they actually turned more reddish in the color grade. I'm not sure though, because I don't think we see this light. Ah, we do. Okay, so this is the light that I'm talking about here. So it's a street light, and obviously you can see that it's not actually that red. So I think it's a street light that's just casting like a warm toned yellowish glow on this beautiful, colorful environment. And I think that they must have graded that to be a slightly more red again to emphasize on the villain part of the story. And it works really well.
Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Mm, wow. Ah, that's it. Wow. I'm just processing for a moment. What a storyteller. Oh, beautiful. So we have this story and this guy by the end. the way that he points his guitar at the camera and then shoots it, right? Shoots it. And then he does this, and then the camera also moves as if it's being hit, and then it falls, and then we have this beautiful angle, and Ren closes into us, gets down, fills the whole screen, and again, it feels so intentional and definitely rehearsed. The thing is, I know that they do this guerrilla style, as I said, it's like they go to these places in public, don't necessarily get the permits that you might need as a filmmaker. And then, as I said in the last one too, can you imagine this being close to where you live and then you have like Ren singing, like he is shouting at some of these, at some points during this video and this song. And you're not exactly incognito, if that makes sense. So I can imagine how they would do this, like how they rehearse is a little bit more covert, where he's not actually singing or maybe whispering singing. And then they only reserve like the full out singing with the guitar and all of that full on for the final try for when they're actually shooting it. If again they did this in one go and didn't have multiple tries to do this, although I can imagine that they would record this 3 or 4 times and then they pick the one that they like best, which I think is also what happened for High Ren. So really beautiful. And again, I love that he is so obscured here, so dark, with again this really red cast. And so I definitely think that they amplified that in the grade to make him look more evil, more sinister, and it's just really stunning. What a great job. And just all the lights here are beautiful too. It's like we have this really warm toned here. We have the more cool toned, almost greenish light here, and he's positioned perfectly between the two. And you can just tell that it's so intentional, and they kind of do the same thing here where, he gets closer and he is basically talking down to us again. It just feels so beautifully choreographed. His movement with Samuel as the camera person, and I just think that's really, really, really beautifully done, and what a performance. What a great video. I'm really enjoying also the way that he is, composing the guitar pieces along with the spoken word, if you will. The song, it's just very, very enjoyable. Let me know what you think and what your thoughts are on the video specifically. If there's anything that you think I missed, I may have. I don't know that much about how it was made, so if you know anything about that, let me know. Anyway, I'm really enjoying exploring more of Ren. We have one more to go, which is Violet's Tale, and I'm excited to go check it out. In the meantime, give me a subscribe. Violet's Tale is going to go live in a couple days, so please join me for that one too. And find links to my Discord channel, the Patreon in the description below. We're hanging out in the Discord channel to chat more about this stuff, and it's just becoming such a fun and nice community of people. We all really love music and all these different brilliant artists, and we talk about movies over there and just in general. It's been such a delight. And on Patreon, you can get early access to Violet's Tale if that's what you're into. So yeah, join us for more fun. I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.